What is up? What's up? What is up, you guys? It's been a minute since I went live on my phone. For some reason, when I go live on my phone, I get more views. But it's so hard going live on the phone. It's actually easier, but um, I don't have all the stuff hooked up to my phone. What's going on, though? I'm going to be asking a few questions. And I want to talk about some stuff that's going on. It's like crazy. And I just wanted to touch on it. About the government shutdown and stuff. Like it's like crazy, and just to help you guys or maybe inspire you guys, I wish you guys could be you know um, proofed for all these things that happen. You know what I'm saying? When there's a government shutdown, you get laid off or furloughed, or you lose your job, or inflation. Um, it's just crazy. Like I've been seeing some of the videos. Like a lot of people get affected. Let me know if you guys are already being affected by the government shutdown. I want to know in the comments, and I'm going to talk about that and maybe inspire you or motivate you to, you know, be fine whenever this stuff happens. I'm putting in Google. What does it mean for regular people um, right now during this government shutdown? There's tons of videos on YouTube, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. What's going on? Who's in the building? Let me see. It says impact of a government shutdown. Let me see. So it says, I know the government shutdown brings uncertainty for all of us, whether you're a federal employee, a member of our military, or someone who relies on critical programs to help put food on the table or keep a roof over your family's head. A government shutdown is never easy. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Um, I've also heard directly from folks who have questions about what programs are operating, what are limited, and what are open. And it's going to explain that in this little blog article. So let's talk about federal benefits and financial assistance. All right. Will I continue to receive my Social Security and SSI checks? During a government shutdown, recipients will continue to receive their Social Security and SSI checks. This can lead to delays when trying to process claims. Additionally, customer service wait times have increased significantly during previous shutdowns. Social Security suspends many non-critical services in the event of a government shutdown, including benefit verification requests, earnings record corrections, and third-party requests and overpayments. So it looks like you're still going to get your Social Security, so that's good there. What happens to my Medicare and Medicaid benefits? Your Medicare or Medicaid coverage will not immediately be interrupted. However, a shutdown can cause administrative delays and longer call wait times for certain services. All right. The SSA, which handles Medicare cards, does not issue replacement Medicare cards during a shutdown. Medicare beneficiaries can create or log into their Medicare account online to access and print their Medicare card. All right, so it looks like Medicare and Medicaid will be fine. What happens to my SNAP or WIC benefits? In other words, like food stamps. Um, and this says for Maryland. It says for Maryland. Let me go back and see um, if it's for everybody. It says who is affected. Okay, so here's what it says for if you get food stamps and stuff like that. The special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children, which is WIC, will quickly run out of funding and be unable to provide food for children and parents in need. In case of a prolonged shutdown, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or SNAP benefits may be affected, which means during this government shutdown, if you're on SNAP or WIC or get any type of food assistance that comes from the government, right? When they run out of funding or the funding to stop, you won't get them anymore. All right? So, what is the impact on housing? So FHA will stop insuring some new mortgages, and Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD, will stop processing new loans. The Department of Agriculture, USDA, will stop new loan and loan guarantee activity. The VA will continue to guarantee home loans. Funding for federal housing assistance programs such as housing choice vouchers like Section 8 may be jeopardized in a prolonged shutdown. Wow. Let me talk to you guys. What's going on? Sylvia, Miguel, Carmen, how you doing? How long you been following me? And thanks for the likes. Um, so why am I saying all of this, right? This type of stuff, we have no control over, right? At the end of the day, the politicians, the government, all those people have no control over things that we need to keep surviving or maintaining or living, right? They have control over inflation and prices. They have control over, food and all that stuff. Your Section 8, your food stamps, and if you work for them, even your paycheck. Um, all this stuff is, no matter where you live in the world, whether it be America or a foreign or third world country, the powers that be that are behind everything, right? They have control over it. Even if you're working a 9 to 5 job, like we all saw what happened to COVID, right? Like you don't even always have to be government problems, right? It was that COVID-19 spread and they shut everything down and people couldn't work. What's up, Sylvia? Where am I? I'm in Georgia, in America. Um, so why am I saying all this? Why? What's the point of all this? I don't even really talk about stuff like this on my channel, but this is a part of the reason why I do what I do. I want you to experience life that you're in control of. Yeah, this stuff is gonna go on and never. It's not gonna be the last time for a shutdown. Not gonna be the last time when things are crazy and out of your control. Um, but the only way that you can, keep things from being interrupted in your life, um, is if you're fully in control of your income. So that's why I encourage people to um, have an income stream. Not saying you got to quit your job or whatever, but have an income stream that works for you when you're working in it and when you're not working in it, and so you can even make money while you sleep. You need to have some type of business of your own to where you're making money around the clock. So when something dries up or something stops, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or you work for the government or you're doing gig work, because even like Uber and DoorDash, you're still at the mercy of that app. You're at the mercy of Uber. What if they what if they ban or deactivate your account or terminate your account, right? Or what if your car breaks down? Then you can't do Uber whether or not the app is working or not, right? So there's a lot of ways you can make money, and I'm not telling you that my way is the best way, but it's what's worked for me and the people I teach and coach. So one of the two ways I make money is digital marketing, selling digital products, and affiliate marketing. Like those are basically the easiest zero to no cost ways you can start a business online and start making money as soon as tomorrow. And with all the technology out, you could literally, you know, have AI help you run it. help you build it. Like right now, I'm in a 90-day sprint with some of my people, and I'm also going to be teaching them how I do AI to run my business. It's so much easier now. What's going on, you guys? Like who in here has thought about making a or starting their own online business? Let me see in the comments. And even if you're watching this on replay, I'll reply back. Like, what is stopping you from starting your own business? What's your biggest hurdle? What are you afraid of? What are you what are you so hesitant about? What are you doubtful about? What's your biggest skepticism? Like, why won't you start an online business so you can create an income stream to where you're making money around the clock? I would love to know, and I'll probably make a video about it. Thank you for the like, Sylvia, if you're still here. But what is stopping you guys? Tell me. I'm trying to go live on my computer. What's up, Doc? What's going on? What is stopping you? And I hear it all. Some people say they not tech savvy. Some people say um, they don't know what to sell. They don't have anything to sell. Uh, some people say they don't have time. Now, for the people who don't have time, I tell everybody you have time for what you want to have time for. You have time for what you have time for. And when you're starting the business, what's up, Vanessa? When you're starting a business, right? you don't you don't have to put all of your time into it. You just got to put some time into it. You gotta water it. You gotta do something. But we make time for what's most important for us. I give a prime example. Um, a week or two ago, I didn't have time to go pick up my daughter from school, right? Whose guidance counselor or the school counselor called me and said she's not feeling well. I didn't really have time to do that. To be honest, I really didn't have time to do that. But that's my daughter, so I made time to go pick her up because that was important, right? So if you can't make time for it, it's not important to you. If you sit down and think about it, we have time. You just don't want to make time. You rather watch Netflix, or you rather hang out with your friends, or you rather be on social media just scrolling up and down, right? Scrolling up and down, looking at videos, going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole. You make time for that. But when it comes to you, you won't make time. So there's that. And there's the people that say, I don't know what to sell. The people are going to tell you what they'll buy from you. You shouldn't start off trying to just throw something in their face to get them to buy it. You should have an idea of what people are already buying or having a problem with. You want to sell a solution to a problem that everybody is having, right? But the easiest way I could tell anybody who's starting out, sell something that you're good at that's already solved a problem that you used to have. And no problem is too small. Your 10% is somebody else's 90%. You could sell it. What's one thing that you guys, if I ask you guys, like, what are you good at? Like, what can you talk about on, on, put on the spot? What do you know how to do real good? No matter how small or big it is, what do you know how to do real good? I would love to see what y'all put in the comments. If somebody puts out in the comments, I'll tell you how you can even sell it. What is something that you're good at, that is a skill you have, whether you believe it's a skill or not, but you're actually good at it. I don't care if you're real good, almost 10 times out of 10, you can flip a water bottle, and it land on the on the table. Because there's people on here making money online doing stuff that's way sillier and crazier than that. There are people that are selling pictures of their feet and making millions. You mean to tell me that you don't have one thing that you're good at? Man, you wouldn't believe, like, there are people who are selling how to, like, what to do when you get pregnant. They already had their baby, or they just found out they're pregnant, and they're documenting the whole processes and telling people online what to do when this happens because they've already done that and selling it. Oh, people teaching people how to change tires. People teaching people how to raise 5 kids. Like, I got 5 kids. I raised um, 3 boys and 2 girls, and they're twin girls. If I wanted to go that route and in that niche, I could I could start teaching other fathers how to do that. What's up, Big Mac? What's up? What happens on the internet stays on the internet. I guess people forget that. Not sure what that means, but thanks for the comment, Bandito. Like, what's something that you think you're good at? There's something that you're good at. I bet you could sell it and make money. Because you're saying I ain't good at nothing. Yes, you are. Everybody's good at something. Maybe you quit smoking. Help other people to quit smoking. When you say, "Hey, what's up, man?" You say I can juggle. What do you juggle? What, like different tasks, or you can like literally juggle stuff, like a circus talent. Either way, both of those are things you could sell. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, when you start doing this, you start or you literally juggle. Literally juggle. Dude, you know how to do that, and that's freaking cool. You might think it's lame, it played out, people not into that stuff, but there is an audience of people that know how to, that want to know how to do that. And all you have to do is just cut on your phone and show people how to start learning how to juggle. Right? You can literally do that. And I see you, man. You see you produce music. Teach people how to produce music. Go online. Teach them how to make a beat. Teach them what systems you use. You can sign up and become an affiliate for all of those tools and softwares, right? And you'll be making money from your content. As you grow your content, you'll get monetized. You'll be making money from your digital products, right? You could record some videos where you get ready to make a new beat, bro, from scratch. Record it. All you got to do, you ain't got to do no all these crazy courses or whatever. Whatever how long it takes you to make your first beat, record that whole session, right? And then sell the video. And then sell the products that you're using. Become an affiliate for those products and tools that you're using. Bro, you'll be making money. You'll be making money 3 ways before it's all done. From your monetized content on whatever platform, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram or TikTok, you're gonna get monetized there. You're gonna get paid through the affiliate marketing, and you got people buying your courses. And if you go live like this, you can even go live and do a beat live, and then you're gonna be making more money because people are gonna be sending you thanks and gifts and all that cool stuff. I was thinking about making a class. Dude, you don't have to make an entire class. Just cut on the camera, bro. Just do what you do and start uploading videos. Grow your audience and people see that you the real deal and you know how to do it and they don't know how to do crap. And what you know now, teach it in a way to your old self that you can understand it. And all you're gonna do is attract the people who are just like you. There's a lot of people teaching stuff about have content about making music, right, and how to do it, but you just gonna teach the people that's just like you. Like I can only coach people that understand me, that get me. Oh, how many subs you need to go live on YouTube? I think one. I was going live when I had no subs. I don't know if stuff has changed, but YouTube, you don't need a certain amount of followers to go live. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost sure. Cause I was going live. I've been going live for off and on like 3 or 4 years with this YouTube channel before I started taking it seriously. Cause I come from TikTok, and I got tired of TikTok. But anyway, what I always liked about YouTube, I could go live. Cool thing about when you go live, this is why everybody goes live, you guys, because it's like you drop a new video, and the whole while you're doing that live, it's being broadcasted to any and everybody who's interested or somewhat interested in the type of content that you're talking about. So when you drop a new video, the algorithm automatically tests it out to the audiences that it has learned likes your content, and then the video dies down and it gives up trying, and it just waits till you drop another video to try again. But when you're going live, it's retesting it, retesting it, retesting, retesting it as long as you're live. So you'll grow faster. I should go live more. I'm trying to do better, right? But some people, you go to some people YouTube channel, they don't even have videos. They just got live videos. You got to go to the live tab to see all of their content. That's the reason why they do that. Um, Beginning in says 100 years from now, everyone would be dead. You are born in my time and age. That makes us one, not the nationality believe. I just saw you now for the first time in my life, and maybe I won't see you ever again in life. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I guess, bro, but we're not getting that deep. But thank you so much for commenting. I still appreciate the gesture. That's how I got here. Exactly. Big Mac. There you go. Like, guys, you just gotta. Only thing that everybody you see online is crushing it and doing it, they started. You don't have to have. You don't have to have all the answers and know how to do everything. Just start. You'll learn everything once you start doing it, and then once you start, just be consistent doing it. The same way like I'm into football. I know every Sunday my game on. I look forward to it. Have your audience like that. Like, oh, okay, every Wednesday, my boy Big Mac on. Let me see what he talking about because I'm trying to learn how to make this music. So once you start, just be consistent, but don't have all the answers. And you know what? You don't need all the answers because when you go live, like you just asked me these questions, bro, right? How many subs do you need to go live? Like people gonna tell you stuff that's gonna give you ideas about more content, right? I don't know what I should make content about. People gonna tell you, but you should make your content about. I'm sorry, I don't know what I did. Can you guys hear me? I was trying to swipe a notification off and I did something else. But seriously, you guys, like, you just gotta start. That is the hardest part. Getting people to start. Most of my content is just breaking down false beliefs, convincing people that it's possible. Like there's I can show you all my testimonials for students. I can show you my pay, how much I made or make, show you my students. I can show you how easy it is to show videos. I can just rinse and repeat, do it all over and over again because this is hard convincing people to start. whether or not they believe they can or can't, right? Just getting people to start. Most people fail because they never ever start. They wait. Like I just coached somebody 2 weeks ago, and he was like, and I was talking to him like, man, you gotta. I gave him a whole plan on what to do, how to do it, to the like his first 3 months of videos he could put out. He gave him everything he needed, and told him to not just give him everything, gave him a plan and the strategy to execute it, everything. Right? He paid a lot of money to talk with me. Right? So I made sure he had everything. All of it made sense. He was able to do it and everything. And he got off the car. Before we was getting ready to get off the car, he was like, "Yeah, so I'm just gonna take this day to chill, and then I'm gonna start tomorrow." I mean, no, start on your way home. Why are you waiting till tomorrow? You're like, "Yeah, I just want to go over it." Like, what do you need to go over it for? Do line one. Your first video is this. Go live doing it. Go live in your car, driving home, talking. That's your first video. You're like, "Are you serious?" Like, "Yeah, I'm serious." Why are we waiting? If I told you as soon as you start, I'm going to give you $1 million, you're going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going to think it over tomorrow, take this day off to chill, and then, yeah, I'm going to start." Dude, you flip your phone on right now. If I said I'm going to give you $1 million right now, all you got to do is start. Cut your camera on and start talking. $1 million yours. I just want you to start. You're going to wait? That's crazy. You've been waiting long enough. We've been waiting long enough. It's time to go in. Big Man said they will race for their phone to go live. Heck yeah, but see, we don't think like that. You thinking 9 times out of 10, no, I ain't gonna make no money. Just one video. You don't know that. You don't know. What if the person who would be your biggest customer and is looking for you, but they don't know they're looking for you, happens to be available to see your video tonight, and you waited? You don't know. Now you got to wait till that person find you, and it could take months. What if that was supposed to be your first customer? You ain't even got the product yet. And that person in the comments say, "Yo, I really like you. You got a course? I'll buy it. Can you coach me? I'll pay you." And he was waiting for you, and you waited. You don't see the bigger picture. You're right, Big Mac. That's how business people think. Success, my coach told me success loves speed. What's up, Gerald? Gerald. What's going on? But success loves speed, you guys. You just figure that stuff out later. Like, there was an analogy, a story. He said the difference between entrepreneurs and everybody else is we jump out of the plane and build the parachute on the way down. Big Mac, dude, what are you waiting for, bro? He says, my homie started a window washing business. He got a bunch of clients and then never went back. You got real life stuff that's happening right before your eyes and you still ain't started? Bro. Y'all remember that movie, what is it, Baby Boy? I know everybody may not be from the culture like that, but there's this movie called Baby Boy, and there's this actor / singer in the movie called Tyrese, and his character, him and his friend are in a parking lot, and he was like, "You know what's happening right now?" His friend was like, "What are you happening? This ain't word for word. I'm just trying." He was like, "Man, everybody I see right now is walking around, moving, making money, while me and you standing still being broke." Everybody around you right now is learning AI, learning the internet, learning the websites, learning funnels, learning digital marketing, learning email marketing, learning content, learning. Keyword learning. While you're standing there being their customer or their viewer, broke, and making money to put in their pockets. That's gonna be you. Ain't nothing wrong with being a consumer. We all consumers in some way, shape, form, or matter. But that's your sole title to consume. You work to consume. You work to pay your rent. That's your landlord. You work to pay your bills. That's the city. That's the government. You work to get food. That's the grocery stores. That's the restaurants that own their own businesses. You work to put gas in your car. That's all the gas stations and all those companies. You work to pay your car note. That's the car dealership. They getting money. You work to pay your car insurance. That's the insurance company. They making money. All you do is work to consume and barely have anything left for yourself. Or if you do, whatever's left over goes back into consumption. Whether you go out on vacation, you fly out, you might even be enjoying life. You still a consumer. You're not getting no piece of all this pie out here. It's what's going on online. I see they're deporting these illegal immigrants and all this stuff. I'm not gonna get all deep into politics, but these people came over here into our country, right? Not all of them, but a nice significant amount of these people came into our country and prospered with nothing. They couldn't speak English. They didn't have any family or friends. They didn't have a job. They didn't have an apartment or a house. And they do circles around Americans. And you right here. That's crazy. They were so many of them to where they were hurting Americans. They came over here, they were like, yo, we'll do all the stuff all these other people here won't do. They was out there in the plantation fields and doing all that stuff and farming and out there on the construction site and working for pennies. Like a dollar is a dollar. But I'm just talking about the hustle. Where's your hustle? When you gonna start hustling? For you. And what was crazy, they a lot of them didn't put the money back into the economy. Not all of them, right? They was mailing the money back to their homeland. Yeah. He says the companies was quick to hire them because the pay cut these companies know they wrong. Yeah, exactly. That was a major problem. But when I'm just talking about, yo, they figured out something. You know what I mean? They didn't know anything before they got over here. They didn't say, yo, let me learn how to speak English. Let me see if I can find me a job first before I go to America. I'm gonna need a place to stay. Definitely gonna need a car. Um, I need to build a resume. They didn't do all of that. They just jumped the fence and ran into a city. I saw my phone went dead. I mean, not my phone. My monitor went off. I'm sitting in front of my computer. You know what I mean? They just dove in. That's what you got to do. Just start. You got a phone. You got internet. You got a laptop. You got internet, Wi-Fi, whatever it is. Just cut it on. And start. That's the hardest part, dude. Getting people to start. That's the hardest part of the business of what I do. Because if people find every excuse, every reason, every chance to not get started, and it's sad. I had a friend. Um, he saw me start back when we were sleeping in our car. My friend saw me starting, right? And he wasn't the type of guy like hating on me. He just didn't want to do it, right? And I can get that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I remember telling him, I said, man, I'm finna learn this internet thing, man. I'm tired of jobs. He's like, yeah, man, go for it, man. See how it is. And I remember telling him, I was like, yo, man, I got my first sale. My first sale was like $5. I was like, yo, man, I got my first sale. He's like, man, that's what's up. I remember telling him, yo, man, I got my first $50 sale. Like, man, that's what's up. Yo, man, look at my social media. I got 10,000 followers. Like, that's what's up. Yo, I monetized my social media, bro. I got my first check. That's what's up. Like, man, you don't want to start with me? You don't want to start with me? No, man, you go ahead. I'm like, man, you could do this. I can show you how to do this, man. You could be my first student. He's like, no, man, you go ahead. All the way till I make my first six figures. All the way till I make my first million. And then now he calls, yo, man, when you gonna break me off some money? When you gonna give me some money? I'm like, give you money? Why would I just give you money? When you gonna learn how to do it? I can teach you. I teach you for free. You my friend. No, man, it's a lot of work. I say you saw me start with nothing. Don't matter. You gonna move faster than me, bro. I said you gonna move faster than me. Cause I know everything what not to do now. Big Matt said a lot of foreigners moved here in Indianapolis and got their license without having to take the test, and they're getting government checks and getting brand new cars. They keep crashing. Yeah, they gonna crack down on all that stuff, bro. So don't even sweat it. Things gonna be a whole lot different end of this year, next year, and definitely over the course of 4 years, however long Trump reign. I know it's good and bad. I don't want to get in too much deep into politics because everybody got their beliefs and everything, and they entitled to it. But what's right is what's wrong. I think is going to be righted, if that's a word, before it's all over with. But my main point is, through the midst of all of this chaos that's going in the world, right? Because you can't control tomorrow. You can't control what happens tomorrow, right? But there are some things that you can be in control of. And this is one of the reasons why during COVID, when I got laid off and lost my job, I said, yo, I have to be in control of my income, right? Because the company I was working for, the owner of the company was fine during COVID. I remember seeing him on, I won't say his name, I remember seeing him on his Facebook, and he flew overseas to one of his vacation houses to get away from all the people. Beautiful mansion. While his workers couldn't work. Wasn't his fault, and I ain't mad at him like that, because that's the cool thing about having money. You can do stuff like that. I'll tell you another thing. Having money, my mom got real sick, and I was able to pay for it for her. And I wouldn't be able to do it if I was working a 9 to 5. Right now, all of my kids are in things that I wish I had when I was growing up. My my twin daughters take ballet, tap, dance, um, gymnastics or acrobatics is what they call it, cheerleading. That's off the top of my head. And they training to be photo models. They want to be models. They have top tier birthday parties, everything. Those are just my girls. My boys. are learning to play instruments. On top of that, they're in the band in their school. They take track, karate. Um, they're into acting. One of them wants to be an actor. Uh, I wouldn't be able to do that with my 9 to 5 job. That stuff is not free, nor is it cheap. I have a digital product. I have digital products, I should say, that pay for all this stuff for me. I have a digital product that pays our mortgage. I have a digital product that pays all of our utility bills. I have a digital product that pays for all of my daughters and my sons' things. When something crazy comes up that is not inside of what we're already doing, I create a digital product, market it and sell it, and it'll eventually start making money and pay for itself and whatever I needed to start paying for in my family's lives. Everything from my tools and my software. I have tools and softwares, but I'm also an affiliate for all of them. So the commissions I receive from the tools and softwares pay for the software. I literally don't spend any money unless I'm splurging on something out of the blue. Everything is being paid for by my digital products or my business. Everything. Right now, it's uh, this is third quarter, so in October I always launch or relaunch some things, right? Which I do every year to get ready for Christmas, and I'm selling digital products to pay for our Christmas. And Christmas ain't just gifts. We go and do stuff and see family, all that stuff. Last year, just off of those for our Christmas, we had I think just under $12,000. So that was like $4,000 a month I made up until Christmas to pay for Christmas to get gifts for my family, for my other people's families. We donate to charities and we go places and have fun and eat out and crazy stuff like that. Off of what I started 5 years ago. Some of these products I started 5 years ago. And it's still paying. Not this is not the brag. I'm just telling you that this is why you should do this. So what if it may not happen as fast as you like? You keep going, you don't quit, you're gonna make it there. You're gonna get there. You just can't quit. It's inevitable to not reach your goals if you keep going. Like seriously. Thanks, Rebecca. He said stick with it. Oh yeah. Hopefully they will know kids. They change. Looking at some notifications. Well, I hope I inspired you guys. It's been on about almost 45 minutes. If you guys want to learn how I'm doing it, what I'm doing, and get on the road and start the path to just start to do this, right now we just launched a 90-day sprint. It's called 5K a 90-day sprint or 5K a 90-day sprint. Basically, over the course of 3 months, I show you what I would do if I started back from where you are and how I would reach 90, and how I would reach 5K in 90 days, right? And we just started that just over a week, just under a week ago, right? So there's that. And then I got all my digital products and services and courses and stuff that you can see in the description of any one of my videos and on my channel, including this live. But the choice is yours. All right. If you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. So that's madness if you think otherwise. Nothing changes unless something changes. Success requires effort, but you'll have help. Um, and as long as you don't quit or give up, you'll reach your goals. But if you keep doing the same thing you were last week, last month, last year, you're going to end up in the same position that you were last year because you did everything to keep you there. Hope that makes sense. Let that sink in. I'm going to be out. You guys stay blessed.